Good afternoon. My name is Brendan Lee. I'm with NTT Asia. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer for them. Even though I have a last name of Lee, very common last name in Korea, but I'm not Korean, so I don't speak Korean. So I have to conduct my presentation in English. Sorry about that. What I'm going to talk about is how to ride the internet wave, right? And the way I look at internet is, it is not a wave. It's more like a never-ending tsunami that can actually destroy everything on its path if it's not ready. But at the same time, that can also take it very far and take it very high if we do it correctly, if we ride this correctly. So this is something I would like to cover. And I still remember back in the college days when I was at Caltech studying, one of my server friends was trying to teach me how to surf. And he said, it was very simple. Just remember 3 things. Pick the right wave, wait for the right time, and have the right equipment. And I still remember, I told him it was very simple concept, but very difficult to do. And even more difficult or close to being impossible to master this. The reason is because in order for us to pick the right wave, we need to be able to predict which wave is right? And basically, every single prediction is close to be impossible to be correct. So over the next 20 years of working in different industry, different sectors, different locations, going from US to Hong Kong, to be working for a Japanese company, I finally realized in order for us to do some predictions more accurately, what we need to do is we need to follow some principles. So I want to talk about 3 principles in the way we do predictions. Number 1, we need to respect the law of nature, right? When the waves come, don't try to stop it, just ride it. Number 2, look at the hidden message, examine it, look all around, upside down, inside out, change your glasses. It's very important. And this is also where today's opportunities are, which I will also cover a little bit later. Of course, the third one is pick the right tools, right? Pick the right partner, because that would define your tactics. That would define how you approach the problem, okay? So applying all that, what I see and what we see as a company or as an industry, we believe big data analytics is the next big wave, right? And the panelists right before me also mentioned analysis is a key thing for their decisions, and which I truly believe. As a human being, we always go, we want to be smarter. We want the next generation to be smarter. So in order for us to do that, we need to learn. So the steam engine changes the age from agriculture to industrial era. Computer changing industrial area to information area. And what analytics is right now doing together with big data and cloud is changing from an information age to a knowledge age. This will stay, and this will give us a lot of opportunities everywhere, and not just IT, and how IT is to be used. The next wave that we actually truly embrace and believe in is the Internet of Things, right? When you actually look in all the articles, many global enterprise, big companies, they're all making millions and billions of dollars into big data. Likewise for our company, right? And they talk about 200 billion things to be out there with 30 billion things to be connected. You know, as a telco, we are very happy if this can be realized. The question is this sustainable? Is this real? So we go back into our principle. Is this natural? Okay. So how I classify things, what are things out there is, I would classify as your eyes, your ears, and your hands out in the world, around you or really far away from you. around the clock. With this, you can see, you can control, you can learn. This is where the value is. And with this is being very natural, right? Everyone wants to control more, everyone wants to know more. So we believe this also is very sustainable. So I want to give a couple examples. A lot of people are talking about Internet of Things can bring in many great values, such as improved efficiency, better business, better life, more opportunities, right? Where are they coming from? So I want to talk about, how to look all around and where would this come from? Because the IoT right now is not just an opportunity by itself. It's not just a wave by itself. It's a wave that is actually creating a lot of ripples, a lot of different waves. And you can actually see this to be sort of transform itself into calling smart something, like smart city, like smart home living, and smart sports. So let me give you an example. On the left-hand side, you can see a smart home. There's a thermostat. This is a thermostat promised to manage your home efficiently, analyzing the temperature and the control and your comfort level. And then it will be able to deliver value such as 20 to 30% saving on your electricity costs over the year. So on the average, you can pay for itself, the device pays for itself in 2 years, right? And in US, it's being sold in approximately 500,000 devices per month, right? And this is actually creating a lot of opportunity in elsewhere, like Europe. In Europe, in London, there's another company doing very similar thing, and they are getting a lot of success as well. So, in fact, this company, Nest, was purchased by my new friend out there, for $3 billion. So it's a very good exit. But with this, people's imagination doesn't stop there. So there is also smart doorbell. That's what you see on the picture below. That's associated with that is smart door lock. And what are the smart devices? So basically, at the end, the imagination is our limitations, right? And on the side, on the right-hand side, is the smart sports. So what I want to say in this one is the reason why I picked smart sport in terms of soccer and NBA basketball is because I love basketball, I love NBA, and also this is the year of World Cup. But I purposely didn't pick golf because it seems like every single person play golf have that device. So last time I was in Taiwan and Hong Kong talking about this, and I asked the audience, how many people play golf? Almost 75% of the audience raised their hand. Then I asked them, how many of them buys a smart device to improve their golf game? Almost 80% of those 75 people say they would buy one. Then I asked the same audience, how many of them play soccer or basketball, or their children play basketball or soccer? Almost all of them raised their hand. Then I asked them how many of them would buy a soccer ball or basketball. Almost all of them dropped their hands, right? And the reason is, and then later on I finally go back and analyze, so why? The one thing that is different is, golf is a single person sport where football and basketball is a team sport. But what triggers me to think more is, hey, someone is buying this. Someone is making investment. They are paying $250 for one of these smart ball rather than a $20 for the normal ball. Why is that so? The people who are buying it is actually schools, high schools, colleges, because they're buying it to improve their team's performance, to be more competitive, right? This is, again, what I want to illustrate is, look all around. There are benefits. We just need to find them. So those two may be very new in Korea, and even in Hong Kong and the rest of Asia. But what I'm showing on the television or on the slide right here is the CCTV. This should not be new to any one of us, because I bet there will be a few CCTV right around here. And I'm sure for every single shop, a retail store, would have a CCTV pointing to the cashier machines, right? And this is an Internet of Things, if you think about it. Right now, the only time we use it is when there's a burglary or something happen, right? So we are actually only using a fraction of its capability. If we actually tap into this existing infrastructures, that should be a picture supposed to show up, sorry. If we tap into this existing infrastructure and analyze it, we can actually find out the hotspot of the store, right? We can actually analyze the traffic flow. When people enter the store, do they go left? Do they go right? Are there any blind spot? What we call blind spot is nobody walks into that corner. So they can actually control their product placement, manage their flow of consumer. The reason is because every single square feet, I'm pretty sure in Hong Kong, every single square feet is very expensive in terms of rental. Maybe very similar in Seoul. So we should be able to maximize those. But if we merge IoT and big data analytics, those are the value that we can get back. What we believe in is, even existing today, there's a lot of infrastructure, there's a lot of capability we are not leveraging to its full potential. This is something we should look into. The last example I want to show is the merging of mobile, cloud, and how it enables things. So I bet all of you are not strange to this picture. What this picture shows is people can shop while waiting for the MTR, while waiting for the subway, in the subway station for the trains to come. This is beautiful. This video, I showed this to my friends in US, in Hong Kong, in Singapore. They all loved it. This is actually being realized in Seoul, in Korea. And they are right now asking how can they realize that in their respective city, like London, San Francisco, Hong Kong, New York. They all are very excited. The question that they have is, who can help us, right? So the opportunities are all there and very exciting. Okay, so the question is, when is a good time? I think this is a very good time now. And I just did a survey looking back at the data. For the past decade, the cost of bandwidth, CPU, and storage has dropped by 95%, 98%, and 99%. Basically, right now, this is very affordable for anyone to try the internet, for anyone to use the cloud, right? And actually, McKinsey did a survey of 13 different countries around the world, studying over a 3-year period of time of small business and versus large corporations. There are a lot of statistics here, but I want you to focus on the bottom right-hand side where there's 2x. What it says is, for small and medium-sized business who leverage the internet, compared to those who does not, they grew 2 times as fast and exports 2 times as much. The question is it possible, is it still affordable for companies to wait, not to adopt the internet? So going back to the right tools, which is the last part of the three topics. So before we pick the right tools, we need to have the right strategies. So I still remember that there's a book called The Art of War by a famous Chinese writer or strategician called Sun Ji. He said, strategies without tactics is the long road to victory. He also said, tactics without strategies is the noise before defeat. So you can see the weight of the importance of the two. But more importantly, is the two has to work together in order to have a very quick victory, to ensure good victories. So a strategy is what every single company should have, and it's very difficult for anyone else like myself to be able to dictate. But what the tactics to realize the strategy is somebody like us who can help because we supply the tools. So what I highlighted here on the ICT building blocks are something that we currently can help with, such as cloud, private network, the internet connectivities, data center, e-commerce and payment, and even mobile connectivities. These are all the things that NTT can provide. And ICT is not limited to this. There are many more like software that other people can provide. But these are all the tools that can help you define your tactics to achieve your business strategies. Again, last but not least, I need to talk about NTT. I know a lot of people, when I tell them I work for NTT Communication, they say NTT Docomo, right? No, actually, we are two sister companies. NTT as a group, we are a global Fortune 500 company with the leading telco. And Docomo is the mobile arm, and we are the international arm. NTT Communication is the international arm. And we are providing services to 80% of the global 500 companies. But not only global enterprises, we also serve local small SMEs. That's very important because our vision is to enable, to make it affordable, make ICT affordable for everyone in every single country, in every single location industry. Because our vision is to make it simple, both in terms of complex technological know-how and cost. Because we want to help everyone realize their own dream. Thank you.